Hey everyone, this is Rabbit Spotlight Animation Bliss, and welcome to another Spotlight Cartoon Corner. So today's Spotlight cartoon we talk about today is All Dogs Go to Heaven. And before I get into this, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted up every Sunday. It could be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when I can get the videos posted up. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of anime news released during the week that we wanted to cover. So those will be considered special videos, but new videos will be posted up every Sunday and Monday. So now let's get into this review of All Dogs Go to Heaven. So All Dogs Go to Heaven is basically about this dog named Charlie Barkin who runs a casino, and he was partners with Carface at the first time around. And it turns out that Carface wanted to take all the profits for himself, so he ends up trying to murder Charlie with a car at the beginning of the movie, and he succeeds. And this ends up sending Charlie to heaven. And when Charlie gets to heaven, he realizes that he's got a lot of unfinished business to deal with, most likely taking his revenge out on Carface. So he steals a pocket watch from heaven, and he ends up going back to Earth. Except that he's got to have that pocket watch on him at all times, or else he'll really die and go back to heaven, or go down to the underworld if whichever way he's going to. And once Charlie goes back to Earth, he tries to build up his casino again to get back at Carface. But along the way, he meets up a young girl named Anne Marie, who is actually an orphan. And Charlie promises Anne Marie that he's going to find her a family that she could go to if she helps him out with his casino. And when it turns out that Charlie was like almost breaking his promise, Anne Marie decides to try to walk out on Charlie, but Charlie convinces her to come back. And basically the most of the film is spent on Charlie developing a relationship with Anne Marie while trying to get back at Carface at the same time. So that's the summary of this film. So what are my thoughts about this film? I really enjoyed this film. Like, it's one of those films that explores a lot of dark topics for little kids. It's not as dark as, say, The Secret of Nim, but it does have some dark themes like gambling, drinking, what orphans are going through when they're trying to find a good family for themselves, or just trying to find a family in general. And I like the way that the film establishes Charlie's relationship with Anne Marie. It shows that at the beginning of the movie, he was just as corrupt as Carface was, but when he meets up with Anne Marie, he starts you start seeing a more softer side to Charlie in the film, and you start to see him care more about Anne Marie once she starts connecting with Charlie. And I enjoy seeing those scenes between her and Charlie, and how Charlie's starting to soften up throughout the film because of Anne Marie's influence. I also like the songs in this movie. They were pretty good. Probably my most favorite song in this movie was Let Me Be Surprised, sung by Charlie to Annabelle when he was trying to get out of heaven the first time. Um, and I also like the animation done by Don Bluth as usual. I think this is one of Don Bluth's best animated films. And the style is very beautifully animated. The society, or the world that Charlie lives in, is brightly colored, even though there's some dark undertones here and there, like I mentioned before, with the gambling and the drinking and everything, and then Charlie getting killed in this movie. So that was pretty interesting. So I thought it was really interesting that this movie's like focus on a dead dog in a sense. Like, it focuses on Charlie going to heaven, and you never would have thought that you have a children's movie that focuses on a main character being dead throughout most of the movie, or at least Charlie's alive throughout most of the movie, but he has to keep that pocket watch on him in order to stay alive. So I thought that was really interesting in this film. So there are some problems I do have with this film. And the major one is that I feel like there's like too many plots going on in this film. Like, we don't know what the main story for this film is. Of course, the main story is possibly Charlie trying to get his revenge on Carface, and then he's bonding with Anne Marie at the same time and becoming a nicer character as a result. Um, but like, you got scenes like the King Gator scene, which just comes out of nowhere. It's like, well, what does King Gator have to do with the main plot of the story, and why is he even here? So you have those moments that happen in this film that you're like, why is this scene here? This movie's not all about that. So that's probably my main problem with this movie, is that there's just too many plots going on at the same time, and you just don't know what the main story is for this particular film. But overall, I really enjoy All Dogs Go to Heaven. I think it's like a fantastic movie to watch if you love dogs. and if you love to watch movies that deal with heaven and stuff like that, I think this is a great movie to watch. And it's one of those movies I continue to watch to this very day. And I just think all the characters were done so well in this movie, and it's definitely worth the watch if you have the time. So that's my review on All Dogs Go to Heaven. And be sure to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated on any new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit as well at Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Love the wonderful world of animation? Then please feel free to subscribe to this channel to check out more animation news, reviews, and discussions. Thanks for the support, and stay happy, animation fans.